Hello, I am Brian Foster, and I talk about Spiritism. Spiritism was brought to you in the 1850s by the codification by Allan Kardec of what high spirits told him under the leadership of the Spirit of Truth, as promised by Jesus in the New Testament. Today I'm going to talk about learn to listen to your dreams. Write what you saw and heard. Why is this important? This is important because in our dreams we are attached to the spirit world. And our dreams, many times, not all times, are telling us something of our presence and quite often our future. We all have dreams, and most of the time they are jumbled and confusing. On the other hand, there are dreams with deep symbolism which make no sense. When you sleep, you roam the spirit world. You have the choice to travel to the higher or lower levels. At the higher levels, you commune and converse with advanced spirits who depart important information and lessons to you. The problem is that we get information, but we soon forget what we saw and heard. It is vital to write down what you can, so when circumstances present themselves, you can take the correct action. Let me give you an example. I had a dream over 10 years ago. I saw a woman who I felt was an old friend. She wore a form-fitting dress that looked like a tight trench coat. She offered me a pen and told me, "Here, take this and start writing." I told her, I'm not sure about that. Then she told me, "You have written before." Then she looked at me and said, "In the future, you will pick up the pen." Now, this is one of the first dreams I wrote down. Afterwards, I did not feel any urge to write, but 2 years later, I felt I had things to say about Spiritism, and I started writing and created my blog, nwspiritism.com. I had indeed picked up the pen. If I had not recorded my dream, I would have thought that my writing was just my own urge. Instead, when I reread my account of my dream, I realized that my beginning to create was part of the spirit realm's plan for me. This enlightenment brought a new dimension to my comprehension of the spirit world and their interaction with us. Now, let's talk about dreams. They are a window into the spirit realm. People leave comments on my blog and my videos telling me there's no proof of a higher intelligence. I stay silent, knowing that at some time they will find the truth. Nevertheless, I would like to say, pay attention to your dreams. You shall start to see the influence of the other side. People look for proof. The best way is to start searching for clues. The best place to find clues is at the scene of the crime. Want evidence of divine intervention, of reincarnation, of visions of the future that actually occur? Then look within yourself. It is all there. You just need to know how to start detecting it. In detective movies and novels, an investigator does not merely survey the crime scene and then leaves, hoping for the criminal to turn themselves in. No. They record, they photograph, they tie small details together to create a pattern that will lead them to the truth. This is what you should do for your dreams. It is difficult. Dreams are fuzzy and full of nonsense. So are crime scenes. You know something happened, but what? Until you begin to accumulate more evidence, nothing makes sense. But at some point, the pieces come together and a clear picture emerges. Now, let's talk about the different dimensions between the physical and the spirit world. In the spirit world, time does not flow forward. Nothing decays. In fact, spirits can see the past, present, and future of an object. The range depends upon their level. They can also see everything the object encountered in its lifetime. When we are in the spirit world, imagine our three-dimensional brains attempting to interpret from a greatly expanded universe. No time. Thought is action. Communications via thought, colors, smells, and sounds that are beyond our senses. All we are left with are the scattered remnants of familiar objects in an unfamiliar world. In other words, clues. There is one bellwether: emotions. Your feelings can pinpoint whether you had a pleasant visit or a horrific encounter. Nice, calm, and enjoyable dreams are usually a sign that you visited a higher level of the spirit world, whereas fear, worry, or apprehension usually denotes a trip to the lower regions among less developed spirits. Hence, you can tell if you were in a situation in which wisdom was imparted to you versus an experience with baser spirits for a mere sport or in a threatening situation. Analyze the clues in relation to where you found them. As an example, in one dream I was in a car. In the passenger seat, my father was driving. I have learned to pay attention to dreams when my father is present. He never speaks in my dreams, but the symbolism of what I experience is constantly forceful. In this dream, the car was on a highway. Then suddenly he pulled off the road and began driving in the desert. I felt we were somewhere around Beaumont and Banning, 2 towns between Los Angeles and Palm Springs. He was driving fast on the level, sparse desert ground. Knowing my father's presence is a sign of something being imparted to me, I took the imagery of leaving the safe and sound road to the unpaved path as a hint that I needed to break out. At the time, I'd written a book on Spiritism from a non-personal point of view. Therefore, I decided to write a personal account of how I found Spiritism and how it changed my life. The book is The 7 Tenets of Spiritism, How They Impact Your Daily Life. Now, here's an example of an anxiety-filled dream. It was sent to me by a young woman who has the gift of mediumship, but she has tried to suppress it. This is what she wrote me. Ever since I was a little girl, I've always had really strange dreams, most about rising water and tsunamis. I dream these over and over again, exactly the same. I've even said inside my dreams, I've seen this before. Why are you showing me this again? I've had dreams where I awake inside my dreams, and I sat inside a circle of people, sat around me all talking and chanting in Portuguese, and I say, "What are you doing to me? I know I'm in my sleep right now. Why have you brought my soul here? When I wake up, I'll remember what you are doing." They laugh, and I wake up with my heart racing. Dreams where I'm actually every person in the dream, but there is 5 different people. I live the dream through all 5 people's perspective. But what bothers me most is killing in dreams. I'm always running away from people in my dreams, always bad people, sometimes even vampires or witches, etc. If they catch up to me in my dreams, I always end up having to kill them or be killed. I've asked many people if they kill people in their dreams, and they always say no. I know that it's always to protect myself, and I'm not a bad person, but I'm trying to find more clarity as why this keeps happening. Are all nightmares caused by an obsessing spirit, or is it my over-imagination? So, in a YouTube video, I analyzed the dream that she gave me in detail. She dreams of a great wave of power, the water. There are lower spirits trying to influence her, probably for wrongs she committed against them in the past. This is why she is chased and has to defend herself in the dream by killing her opponents. So, she does understand there is obsessing spirits that are trying to manipulate her. The interesting section is where she is all 5 people, but with different perspectives. These are probably different aspects of her in different lives. In essence, she has had power over people in previous lives, and she has had a mediumistic gift that she may have used for selfish reasons in the past. There are spirits who may be attempting to make her feel guilty about her past. In addition, there is her conscience, which is telling her that she should start using her talents for the good. This is a quick superficial summary, but I present it here to illustrate the different levels of dreams and what they may mean to each person. She contacted me after I completed the analysis and was surprised at some aspects of my interpretation. But she concluded that I was correct, that she had been resisting using her talents, which was quite reasonable, seeing that they led her into mischief in past lives. Now, for what you've written. It's important to periodically review what you have written down. Remember that dreams may show you events coming up fairly rapidly or over the course of years or decades. As you have reviewed what you have logged, add commentary to your dreams to denote if an event occurred that gives credence to an aspect of your dreams. Update and add new insights. This is very important. Determine the major themes and if there are any connection between the dreams, or if there's a recurring character and who is that person to you. As time goes by, your analysis will improve by correctly journaling the visions that came true and the items you at first misidentified, but later discovered the true meaning. The accumulation of data shall give you confidence in yourself and in your relation to the spirit world. Knowing who you really are and what phase of your spiritual growth can set the stage for you to chart a more efficient path to spiritual maturity and greatness. I suggest you read my book, The Spirit Realm. Spiritism has revealed the reality of our existence. This will tell you about the spirit universe, the physical universe, you as a spirit, why are you here, how Jesus Christ is our leader and how he guides us, each of us individually, countries, cultures, whole continents, to where we should be going, and will also tell you the future of the earth and of yourself. God bless.